welcome back to Non-League Adventure with me, GW365. It's Season 3, Episode 6 of Football Manager 2016 with Curzon Ashton Football Club. If you join us last time, we got beat by Curzon, but not by Curzon Ashton, by Bromley. Yeah, it wasn't a very good result considering how many chances we had and how much possession we had. We felt a little bit hard done by. However, you know, we persisted with this tactic, I think. And well, yeah, we got persisted with it in the FA Trophy North first round against North Ferriby, and yeah, we won 1-0. Fortunately, we had a lot of chances again, and we deserved to win. However, Pedro Carneiro was out 2 or 3 weeks, which was a bit of a pain. We did get given £5.3 thousand pounds, but it didn't really help. And as a result, the board injected £120,000 to help with the club's running costs. It's not a good place to be at the minute. That's why the FA Cup game against AFC Fylde or whoever was such a disaster, really, because if we could have got another game against a big team such as a Birmingham or something, we might have been alright. We followed that up with a 2-0 loss against Chester, and for some reason the shots went down, the possession went down. I think it prompted me to change the tactic, perhaps. 8-match losing streak, or no win streak. We drew with Forest Green. That was a good result. We just about matched them. I can't remember if I changed it. I think I changed the formation, maybe. I'm not sure. Then we lost 2-0 to Margate. I've got a sneeze coming. Excuse me. They had 2 shots on target, scored both goals. We absolutely dominated in terms of possession, but still couldn't muster a decent chance. But excuse me, never mind. Their defender got the man of the match. Ian Evans, for his star rating, he's been performing pathetically for us. Then we played Kidderminster. This was a must-win game. I think this is the game that actually prompted me to change, because they were the team that were just the one place above the relegation zone. And yes, as you can see, Keith Broadbent got the man of the match for them, which is the goalkeeper. But we lost 2-0, and we really needed to win this game. And that really leaves us in a tricky situation from this point. We were supposed to play FC Halifax next. It got postponed. I didn't put the screenshot, so we went and played. I thought, because it's a game after Grimsby, I thought I'll play the Grimsby game and see how we fare. And as you can see here, I think we did change tactic. We had a lot of the ball, not as many chances, but we were tight. I mean, we restricted them to quite a few long shots. And although they had more chances, we'd actually won away and beat Grimsby 1-0, which was a fantastic result. As you can see here, Jordan Jones getting the man of the match. I'm trying to think where he was playing, position-wise. Oh yeah, I think I briefly tinkered with it, and did I? Yeah, I briefly tinkered with it, and yeah, we had 2 at the back, 2 wing backs. That's what it was, and a defensive midfielder in the middle. But I played around with it, and it seemed to work for this game. Although I still wasn't convinced with the lack of chances, so I think I've tinkered with it since. Actually, now I think of it, we signed a loan, River Allen on loan until the end of the season from Gateshead. This is him. I don't think he's, apart from the lack of pace. And he dictates tempo, which is good. He tries killer balls often, which is good. He comes deep to get the ball, which is good. The only thing is he avoids using the weaker foot. He's got quite a few preferred moves, but look at his stats. Passing, tackling's good. Teamwork, vision, work rate, determination, of course, is what I was looking for. 17 aggressive in the tackle, which is what I like to see. Obviously means he's going to pick up quite a few bookings, and he can play in a few different positions, mainly the centre of the park in terms of centre midfield or defensive midfield. So I'm very pleased to get him in on nothing until the end of the season. Oh, and that's back to that. Why have I not taken a picture of the thing? Just bear with us. So this is where it leaves us. As you can see here, bottom of the league, minus 26 goal difference, 4 wins, 12 draws, and 14 losses. It is not a good place to be in. The one positive is we've got 2 games in hand over Aldershot, and a game in hand over the rest above us, apart from Tranmere. So yeah, but we're 10 points clear. It's not looking good. I'm looking to try and do some business in January, see what we can do. And yeah, today we've got FC Halifax, who are 18th at the minute, so there's a chance to make up a bit of ground on them. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So this is the team we're going to be going with today. It's 4-1-4-1 again. It's an alternative that I've decided to do. It's got a false 9, which obviously isn't ideal regards the player role, but it's how I want them to play. So we're going to go with Grimes in net as per. Smith, Flynn, who's been complaining recently that a lack of opportunities because I was pairing Tunnicliffe with Evans, but Evans has been, look at his form, 6.44. I can't justify him at the minute. So I'm giving Flynn a chance. I've told him he needs to make sure he's playing well if he's getting a run in the side. I can't just give him it for no reason. And he says he's not gonna let us down. And if he's dropped again, he's gonna hand in a transfer request, which is fine because it means we can potentially get rid of £275 a week off our wage bill. So I'm not really bothered either way. New signing, River Allen, is only on 83% fitness. He must have played recently. Otherwise, he would be starting in the defensive midfield role. In fact, I'm probably just going to put him on the bench here because what I can do is I can drop Foster into centre-back territory if we need to. And he might be able to come on for the last maybe 20 minutes or so. We'll have to wait and see. So opponents are... Not many team instructions, by the way. I could have sworn there was more than that, but never mind. Curzon Ashton against FC Halifax. Team we're playing today is FC Halifax. We are at home, so I'm expecting at least a decent performance. We are bottom of the league. We are doing pretty terribly. We're not scoring many goals, but we need results at this point. It's not really the goal difference that matters right now. It's a bit of a worry when a right back come right midfielder is your top scorer with 6 finishing. Joined, albeit with Leo Hunt and Hooper and Thewlis. Oh no, hold on. Thewlis has got 5. I take it back. Got to sneeze. No, well, I'm sneezing again. I haven't been sneezing for about 2 weeks, but never mind. So, worth noting as well, we have got the new guy. He's in the reserves at the minute, Joe Aribo. He's probably going to be able to do a job for us at some stage, but at the minute I've got Ben Hinchcliffe, who's come back from injury as well. He looks a better option at this moment in time for the left-hand side. Albeit Aribo can play in the middle. He's not the best in the middle in terms of how good he performs, how well he performs. So River Allen here is going to take the number 20 number. I'm going to get into this game. We're about nearly 8 minutes into this recording, so I apologise. But we're going to try here. Teams are warming up. Seems to be taking forever. It's like we're actually watching them in real life. If you ever go to a stadium and you're watching them warm up, it lasts forever. Right, there we go. So we are the underdogs again. This is the game in hand that we need to win. I'm hopeful that we can try and do something here. We'll have to wait and see though. So no one fancies, so I'm going to say no pressure again and then follow it up with Faith. George Michael or Fred Durst style. He's relaxed, so let's just go for that. Ronan Keating up front. Hurry if tomorrow never comes. That's my impression. I know it's very, very bad. Worth noting that yes, I know that they're not the most, exceptional in terms of condition. That even the right way to put it, probably not. As you can see, we'll start this game brightly. We've got 61% possession, which I'm thinking now, if we've got the ball, they're not going to score, also I think, but it's on key highlights, so with them on the ball here, I'm starting to think that maybe that's false. But say that now, we are kind of on the counter-attack. Tete now, can he send anyone? He can find Jones. Looks a little bit of a loose pass, but he's doing well there. Coughlin plays in Hunt, and Hunt now, he's got options in the box. Just fine when he falls to the floor with no real challenge near him. I'd have been booking him for diving there if I'm being completely honest. Foster does well though, but it's only gone as far as Sinnott, who plays it to Glackin now. Glackin now charging forward on this right hand side. Looking for options, he squares it for Sinnott. Plays it wide to McGlashan. Decent place to cross it in, and there is a corner. Good block, I thought that was going to be a goal. That seems to be how I concede most of the goals, by the way. Cross comes in from fairly deep. This sort of angle here. and it goes in every time, and then yet we have the same chance and it's always saved, which I find very bizarre, but maybe the game just got it in for me. But here we go. Clothling is in the corner here, crosses in towards Hunt, and Hunt has scored. It's 1-0. Get in, my son. You could say it was like a hunter preying on the goal, on the net. Great ball in from the false 9 of all people. Yeah, worth mentioning, I think he has actually got decent crossing stats. 8, which isn't terrible. What's his technique? His technique's 8 as well, which is not terrible, but it's not great, but it's not terrible neither. But here come FC Halifax for a reaction attack, and Sinnott's kind of in behind here. What are you doing, Smith? You just like stop for a split second. Glashan. Roberts on the right, crosses in deep, and oh, he saved it. What's going on? It's like all my hopes and dreams are coming true that they don't score at every single cross. That's 2 clear-cut chances they've had. It is kind of concerning. I'll be happy for it to stay as it is. On the other side, half time, 1-0. I can't really complain. We've had a lot of the ball. We have restricted them to only 4 chances where we've been getting pummeled recently. So I'm going to passionately say I'm happy with our performance so far, because it has been good. Really, I know I've talked in the past about being aggressive, but I can't. Not while morale is not superb, and we're not the favourites. If we're the favourites, and you know, if we're the favourites, and you know, morale is superb or very good, I would always say aggressive. I expect to win, and then completely destroy them at half time if they're not, or if they're playing poorly. But at this stage where we're bottom of the league, we just need to get the morale, keep the morale up, and give us the best possible opportunity of, you know, of at least getting results. As Thompson plays a long ball over for Coughlin. Coughlin's got a bit of space here. He's closed down. He's had a shot from distance. It's straight at Ross, but you know, it's a signal of intent, a sign of intent, and you know, still roughly 60% possession. So I'm very happy, but that's very poor defending. Letting him bring the ball down there, but fortunately he can't pass for Toffee and gives it straight to us. Probably going to regret saying that because he'll probably provide an assist next. But Tete plays it wide to Jones. And lovely ball forward, but I don't think Coughlin's got the pace on Bolton. Bolton lays it off for Ross, who plays a short pass out to Brown, the other centre-back, who plays a long ball forward, and it's a great take from Glackin. Can they get the tackle in? 2 players go to the straight same man, and there you go. Every cross that comes in, goal. Sellers. Try and encourage them. And this is the issue. We just need to, you know, that wasn't a pass for me, that was a cross. And, yeah. Sellers, it was a good finish to be fair, but, you know, you could say now against a run of play because we've had more chances and more possession. And it's very disappointing, but we are going to start making some changes now because Thompson's looking very tired. So we are going to bring on, for the ball-winning midfielder, Jordan Wright. I am going to bring, for the box-to-box, Leo Hunter into the centre because he's playing quite well. Tetty's looking also pretty tired, so I'm going to bring on Carnero. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring on Hinchcliffe to play on the left. And let's hope they can make a difference. Hinchcliffe, he is a determined sort, and so is Jordan Wright. And if ever you want determination, they're the 2 best players to bring on, I think. Although Tete off has got 16 determination. Things aren't really going to plan here, so we are going to... I'm going to bring on River Allen. Because Foster's looking exceedingly tired. Mr. Kipley's exceedingly good cakes. But a draw is not enough here, really. We could do with a goal. Ronan Keaton's doing alright, but he needs to score a goal if he can. You know, but the positive thing is we're actually outscoring people in the chances as well as the possession now. Whereas before, I think we were dominating possession by maybe 5-10%, i.e. 55%. But we were getting done over on the chances front. But now, can we launch a late counter? Long ball's played forward, but it's given straight to Brown. And now Allen, the new signing, brings it down and finds Hunt. Now it's Jones. Long ball over the top. Can Coughlin get him behind here? The loose ball. Oh, I thought I passed it straight to him then. It's picked out by the keeper. It's found Brown. And now Torres to Sinnott. Plays it to Bojaj. Bojaj squares it for Sinnott. The ball's found its way through to Sellers. Great sliding tackling block from Smith. It's a corner for FC Halifax. It's crossed in. It's headed away by Hunter. It's another shot that's blocked and then saved well by Grimes. It's another corner. Now they are actually dominating on the chances front, which is a bit harsh really. But you know, if the result stays the same as it stands, then I think that's 4 draws in a row against FC Halifax. You know, cancel each other out every time, but you know, again, a draw is not enough. It's not a loss by any stretch of the imagination. It's not terrible, but at this stage we need to start winning. There is 15 games to go after this, and we need to make up 9 points as it stands. 9 points, and well, 10 points really, because there's a goal difference. But Hunt now, have we got a late chance here? Hunt smashes it straight into the opposition's Torres' face. And if anyone's going to get a chance now, it's going to be FC Halifax. They just seem to have the legs on, as it seems. They seem to be they're passing the ball around, they're playing the ball over the top. Tunnicliffe heads away, who seems to have picked up some form now. He did have a poor start. Here comes Sinnott. Torres. Finds Sinnott again. Plays it wide. It's a good ball to Roberts, that. And the ball is crossed in towards Sellers. Sellers decides to fall onto the floor, trying to get a penalty. The dirty... poor clearance is saved by the whistle, the final whistle. That's unlucky, is that really? And you know, we played quite well, so I'm going to say well done. We've avoided defeat. Keep that morale up. That is the key here. Very much the key. Tete was the key man in this game. Didn't play terribly. Got 6.9, which isn't bad. But what is bad is that we are now still 24th, although we could potentially get up to 23rd. We're still 4 points clear of Southport. I mean, that's a team we beat 1-0, Southport. So I expect to be above them. I expect to be above all teams we beat, because we're terrible and we're beating a couple of teams. We've just drawn far too many games. We're conceding goals still, but it's a lack of goal scoring. But at least, you know, he contributed there. It's probably his best game he's had for us. So yeah, going into the next game, it's probably going to be the first game in February, which is Lincoln, looking at it. And we'll wrap up all his transfer dealings, and we'll come back. Well, we'll join you again for the Lincoln game, who are currently second. But last time we played someone second, we got a point out of them. I think it was something beginning with B. Barrow. That was the team we were playing at the time. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button? If you'd like to see more of this sort of thing, yeah, feel free to subscribe. If you think any of your friends might enjoy this content, please let them know and send them in the direction of my channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. But until the Lincoln game, I'll see you then. Bye bye.